Hello guys, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with me, the Cakeman at Juventus. Now, it's another hot day today. I've got the windows open, blind open, just to keep myself a bit cooler. So this side of my face is lit up a little bit. It doesn't really show over much on the green screen, except on this part of the green screen slip. Yeah, it's barely noticeable. I might just take it off. You get to see my chair instead. There we go. So yeah, today we take on Palermo in the Italian Cup. In between games, we drew 1-1 with Sassuolo. Sassuolo seemed to be a bit of a bogey team for me. I was saying, no, we beat them 5-1 earlier on. It's Genoa. Genoa, who I take on tomorrow. They're the only team to have beaten us in the league so far. The bastards. But Sassuolo managed to get a 1-1 draw. Weren't the best game in the world. But yeah. Before we get on, there's a bit of transfer news to talk about. So we'll look at the outs first. So I made a lot of pushing out. So Gini Wijnaldum went, Herrera went, Coutinho went, Mattia Caldara went for 45 million to Barcelona. Joel Matip went to PSV for 18. Fabrici went for 3 million. Man United managed to get, basically Man United kept pushing and pushing and pushing for Bernardeschi. More or less from when we took over the club. So we let him go. Got 40 million, potentially rising up to 57, which isn't bad. Got a couple of players out on loan. Serge Aurier went to Tottenham for £28 million. I put him on the transfer list along with Mattia Caldara, and they were the offers that I negotiated. A couple of loanees have gone out, and Bernard went to Atletico Mineiro for 13 million, which wasn't bad. We have brought in a few players. So Umaro Embalo for 25 million from AC. 21 years old, Portuguese. Got a bit of potential ability there. He plays left wing, he can play right wing, and I'm currently training him to be a right midfielder. Along with him, we picked up Luis Vinicius from San. I know which team it is, but I can't think it is. He is a right midfielder. He is a direct replacement for Bernardeschi. He's not quite as good, but he's got some decent potential ability. He's Brazilian, but he's also... I'm sure he was... Am I looking at the wrong... I think I'm looking at the wrong person. I think I was looking at someone I was going to sign who was Portuguese, or am I looking at the wrong guy? Anyway, he's pretty good. I then picked up this guy here, and bear with me a second. Volodymyr Prikodko, I think. He's good. He's quality. We got him for, well, I'd say a bargain. 13 million from Shakhtar. So yeah, he's got some work to do. Signed this goalkeeper here. So basically, I've opted to not go for Alban Lafont. Arsenal want too much for him, and I tried negotiating down. It weren't going to happen. This guy though, Gilberto Chiliberti. This is the guy who's Portuguese, I think. So he's Brazilian. He's a young goalkeeper. His current ability is all right. He's got some decent potential ability. And yes, he's the guy who's Portuguese. There we go. So he's eligible for both Brazil and Portugal. But obviously he's got one cap for Brazil, so he'll end up playing for them. So he is going to be our goalkeeper to take over from Szczesny, who I can't sell yet. We signed him from AC Milan, and they are cup tied, and I'm pretty sure they probably registered him. We've got this guy here, Karol Carmelita from Southampton. He is one of our replacement defenders. He's currently being bidded on for loans, basically, by a couple of clubs. But he's 19. He's got some decent potential. His current abilities, he's got fairly professional, decision to 17, determination 13, work rate 14. He's fairly solid. He's got some work to do though. Claudio Gomez for 2.5 million from PSG. Another bargain of a player. He's not got the best potential ability in the world, but he's still 22. He's still got some work to do. He's just there to maybe fill in the gaps. And Eric Freveld from BMG. I'm quite happy with this one as well. I'm very happy with this one indeed. He's got some good potential ability. His physical is pretty fucking good. And yeah, he's going to become a great player. I've also got some future transfers coming in. I looked at the contracts, the expiring contracts. So I picked up Keko from Real Madrid. He's not good, but these are all players that we're going to sell on next season. Kyle Walker, we're going to sell him on next season. Leo Baptistao, going to sell him on next season. Rafinha, probably going to sell him on next season. It's just bringing in money. Joel Veltman, Ludwig Augustinsson, Kieran Trippier, who had a fantastic game for England the other day. Paulinho, again, they're just coming in, and we're going to shift them on, make some money out of them. That's all we're going to do. There is one person whose contract is expiring, and I have mentioned to him that I want him. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Cristiano Ronaldo. Even at 37, I would have him in my team. But he wants to wait until the end of his deal. I want to sign him, and I want to make him my assistant manager. It's not going to be as good as other people about, but it'll be pretty fucking sweet to have him as an assistant manager. Or just as a, for a couple of years as a mentor for a couple of younger players like Simone Mazia. That'd be brilliant. He's a perfectionist. I think that's pretty good. It's those wage demands that are going to be killer. 450 grand a week at the minute at Real Madrid. Anyway, let's get on. Let's get on to the match preview, and we'll get to the team selection. I think we're just going to do this. There we go. Prick has managed to get into the team straight off, and Luis Vinicius obviously too. Hadjic is now a new captain now. Lukaku is the vice captain, just to let you all know. Chiliberti has gone into the pitch as well, so he's going to get a start pretty much straight away. We've got Mbalo on the pitch. We've got cover for pretty much every position. So let's get on with it. Eric Fruvald managed to get onto the bench as well. So good for him. But it shows that we've improved the team. Oh, I say it shows we've improved the team. I'm pretty sure we've improved the team. I'm like 90% sure what we've done have improved the team. Especially in the long run for this club. Not that we're going to be here for the long run. But by getting those younger players in, we've made this team a lot more future-proof. A lot of the players that we had when we joined were very old, and there's still an ageing team. So by getting the players we've got in, Juventus should be good going forward. Just need to work on some youth players, that's the thing. They don't have anyone. I had a search on the overall sort of like scouting system, scouting like what they've got there, all the players. And I literally searched for all players homegrown at club. Majority of them are shit. You've got the odd good one. Yes, D'Amico. There's one or two good ones who are just out of our price range. Daniel Regani, for example, when he's older as well. He's like 28 in this game now. So I don't particularly want him. But it's finding some decent young players. Hopefully, with the players that we've got, if we are here for more than a season, 2 seasons, players like not D'Amico, Alessandro, I can't remember his fucking name. Di Francesco, for example, and I think possibly Finizio should come up as homegrown at club. I think they're young enough for us to get that to happen. Moise Kean obviously is homegrown at club, so that's good. And obviously we're going to just do everything we can while we're here to keep him at the club. Because I think he's probably the best homegrown at club player in the world for Juventus. Cutrone makes it too. Lovely. And I've accidentally opened up this advertising board again. Oh well. Just watching the Colombia-Japan game, the last couple of minutes on this screen over here. At the minute, 89th minute, Japan look like they're going to get themselves a famous win. Has to be said. Di Francesco to Ricordo. To Keane. D'Amico to Protocolo. Keane. 3-0. I think this one's in the bag, ladies and gentlemen. It's 10 minutes gone and we're 3-0 up. Yeah, I think in the bag. Off we go. I don't think we need to worry about this game so much. I don't know why I bothered recording it. I don't know why. I bothered. Probably shouldn't have done. So, Di Francesco. Gets tackled there. Nahore. Or Nahor. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Nahor. Fashnacht finds Biello. To Bertie. To Fashnacht. To Bertie. Bertie. Ooh, Bertie. Hadtich finds Di Francesco though. It's a long ball. Can Keane get to it? Doesn't. Gambino cuts it out. Only for a pretty Codico. Back to Keane. Catrone. D'Amico. Pretty Codico. I still don't. I'm never going to get that name. Keane. It's a fucking hat trick for Keane. Oh no, it's two. It's two. So Catrone must be on two. So these two players are on two each, and we're 4-0 up in the 11th minute. Oh no, D'Amico got one. Catrone got one. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, it's going to be a really high-scoring game. I feel like I should have probably put the reserve team out. Precodco, Keane, D'Amico, Catrone. Okay. Holy shit. Holy shit. Is it just something about these players we've picked up and this formation or something? I don't even know. Palermo Serie A. They're 5th in Serie A. They are 5th in Serie A. And we're just tearing them to pieces. Utterly tearing them to bits. Zaniolato looking motivated, the rest of them seem composed. I don't know about that. Celiberti's looking complacent. You need to change that, mate. I can't believe we've scored 5 goals in the space of what, 13 minutes, 14 minutes? And now it's been 20 odd minutes and scored fuck all. They must have sort of decided to, right, let's get this fucking shit sorted out. In before they come back and win 6-5. So yeah, if you're wondering why I am watching stuff while I am recording, it's because now that I'm back to, well, I say now my wife's back to being at work after her maternity leave, looking after the baby and recording don't really go hand in hand. So I'm trying to combine the two. I wanted to watch the Colombia-Japan game. I've watched every game of the World Cup so far. I intend to do that when I'm off. Every game I'm off for, I will be watching. Unfortunately, I go back to work tomorrow on the Wednesday, and I won't be able to watch all the games then. But what games I can watch, I will watch. And I'm intending to do this, and I wanted to get a recording done because I needed to get a recording done. I let the Football Manager recording slip. I've let the European Universalis recording slip too, so I need to get some of those done. But let's just... Oh, I was hoping he was scoring his debut. That would have been brilliant. Let's get a sub in. Right. I think that we want to get on. We'll get Mbalo on. We'll bring him on for... We'll get him on for D'Amico. He can play that left midfield role. We'll get Frevald on for Di Francesco. Let him have a bit of a rest. Yeah. You're more of a defensive midfielder, mate, but we'll change you. We'll make you a midfielder. Don't worry about that. There's a minute and 15 seconds left on a Colombia game. Luis Vinicius gets it in there. Doesn't really do much of it. Frevald picks up the ball on the edge. Leonardi is cleared it to Bilello. I thought it was Biello. It's Bilello. Cafaro back to Leonardi to Bilello. It's in the middle. It's 5-1. There it is. Cafaro brings one back. I'm not surprised. I'm not upset either. Clean sheet bonuses, remember. Don't have to pay them now. It's going to get expensive with all these fucking goals, so at least we don't have to pay them the clean sheet bonus. Mbalo gets tackled by Boluski. Fashnacht. He's run clear through the middle. He's made no brilliant shot, mate. Well done. Fantastic is what that is. Hans Hartebur or Hatebor. Right, Protikotko is there. Lukaku. I think we need to bring Lukaku on. We'll take Catrone off. We'll bring Lukaku on just so he can get some game time. He's back from injury now. Just his match fitness is pretty low. So by getting him on for this game, hopefully he'll get a bit of match fitness and we're looking good. And Barlow at the keeper. At the keeper. Right. Well, that game finished 2-1. The Colombia-Japan game. See, I can do this. Multitasking. Not just for women. Also for fat boys. It might just be for people with tits. I don't know. I mean, I'm a fat boy with tits. I want to get rid of them though. They're not that big. Don't need a bra. Luis Vinicius. Cross it may. Someone on the end of it. Keane. I was hoping Keane's going to get a hat-trick. After that fucking start we had, it's all died off. All the excitement was in the first 10-15 minutes, wasn't it? Never mind. Never mind. Right. Looks like the game's going to end very shortly. Hadzic to Keane. Keane. Oh, gets dispossessed. Pasnack only goes as far as Lomi though. Luis Vinicius. There's 30 seconds left. No, Cafaro. To Keita. It's not Naby Keita though, is it? Sarr. Beluski. Only goes as far as Hadzic. Hadzic plays it back to Pritkotko. Through Varlet to Lukaku. Lukaku finds Luis Vinicius on the outside. He gets a cross in. Keane. No. That's going to be the end of the game, surely. And that is it. A 5-1 win over basically 5th place in the league. I think that's pretty good. I think that's, you know, could have done more after those first 15 minutes. I mean, they all came very early on. I would have liked to have had a bit more than that. But I can't argue. We will take on Benevento in the quarterfinal. So that's nice. Bucci looking to move on. Christian Bucci. And we're going to have to praise Moise Keane. You're superb, mate. Well done. Carini was spotted. Casting an eye of. Oh, right. So he's the Italy boss. He's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our players. You better not. Mate, I'm telling you now, you better not take any of my players. Anyway, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please thumbs up on the video, even if you didn't, because, you know, appreciate it. Over there, subscribe button if you're new to the channel. You haven't subscribed yet, fucking subscribe, you bastard. Above my head and over there, hashtag viewing pleasure, videos for you. I'm the Kegman, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.